Hello, I'm Sugarcane and welcome back to the video. Today I have something pretty exciting to share with you all because I'm here in my Let's Play world, except I'm here in my Let's Play world from 2014 and also I'm here in the Let's Play world from Bedrock. Today I'm doing two kind of exciting things in one because I found a really old version of my Let's Play world. The very first time the Xbox came out, I transferred a world and I managed to find that super old world, and then I figured to make it extra fun, as well as checking out my 2014 world, let's check out my 2014 Let's Play world in Bedrock. That's right, we're going back in time, but we're taking that back in time forward in time to see some pretty darn bizarre things. I think you're going to enjoy this video. Hopefully you all do. You can like it if you do like it because it helps out the channel out. And let's say you do like seeing what my Let's Play world looks like in Bedrock and what my Let's Play world used to be, because I know a lot of you have followed the Let's Play world and know it like almost as well as me. In fact, a lot of people know it better than me, which I think is a really great little thing. And just for those of you out there, then here is going to be a little bit of a blast of the... I'm in survival. It's going to be a little bit of a blast of the past. So we're I actually turned on cheats for this because it doesn't matter that we're purely doing this in survival. So we're going to switch over to creative and we're going to go ahead and we're going to try and show you the world and show you what things, how different things are in Bedrock, and also show you how different things used to be at the same time. Maybe this is too much, maybe it's not, but let's go straight into talking about what's going on with this world. So as you can see, this is the 2014 version of my world. When Minecraft Xbox One had just come out, I transferred this world so I could do a test. I think I did a performance test of Xbox One versus 360. Oh, how times have changed since then, because now we have a brand new version of the Xbox One, one which has, you know, all these slight performance issues against the old one. But either way, you can see how like the world looks pretty much the same as it does on the Xbox One version, but Xbox One edition, I should say. But it's got some rather interesting little differences. So the first one is that biomes are much more pronounced. So in my regular Let's Play world, I have like 4 or 5 separate biomes very close together. It's like, you know, like this biome is in plains or forest, and then it goes into like swamp, into extreme hills, back into swamp, and you get some weird biome fades like this, which you cannot find on this edition naturally, but you can see how it exists right here, and it's way more noticeable. You can tell that for some reason there is just some random blocks here, and it's much more pronounced. And also because of course this is a swamp biome, the water for the entirety of this like lake here has just been kind of polluted. It's like, you know, someone just come along and polluted the water, and there's no actual fix for this. If I was going to transfer the world, I just have to deal with the water being muddy in random patterns, or I could just drain the water out, I guess, instead. But either way, the water has to stick like that, which means these lakes are just kind of ruined because of that. And also this lake over here, just a little bit, and also this spot over here as well. So yeah, most of the water in this world seems like it's had the same kind of infection on it, but that's, you know, just one little thing. Let's walk over and let's show you some of the other stuff. So first of all, you can see the anvil wasn't properly built yet. It's just 2 swords of a, you know, kind of square building made out of stone. As you can see, the museum is pretty much the same as it was before I started building it, like a few weeks ago. I really, you know, was into this building and I was like, I'm going to do this, and then I just stopped caring 3 years ago and didn't come back until like, I think it was like literally 3 months ago this year that I started doing this again. This is pretty much how it looked then as well. So 3 years of difference makes no change here, but what does make a change is if you see my village here, it's not fenced off and it doesn't have the villager apartments. It literally used to be, because I didn't even have, this village was generated before villagers even existed in the console version of the game. So as you can see, there are 0 villagers. It's not that there's just like 5 or 10, there is 0 villagers, and it's really weird. It looks naked, seeing it without, you know, 1,000 villagers trying to fill up the well, which by the way, the well is also polluted with swamp water too. So as it turns out, not too useful there either. Then we've got the desert biome over here, which interestingly enough isn't a desert. We could show you that by turning on rain, but you know, for now I'm sure you get the point that that's that. And then also, as you can see, going towards the edge of the world, this was before I expanded the world to be large, medium, or whatever. So that means that when we reach the edge of my existing world, it just kind of immediately goes into new chunks. And also because it raises up the edge, you get weird stuff like this, which actually surprisingly looks really good. A part of me wants to transfer it like this, because look at the way this looks. I really do quite like that. I think there's some benefits to be had there. So yeah, you can see the same thing happens over here, where like, oh, these mountains are pretty darn strange because the way the algorithm handles the you know, world generation thing handles the edge of the world is a little bit wacky in this one. And then finally, you can see back here that most of the projects, like the fishing hut, like the drained river, like all of this sort of stuff, is also not here because 2014 was just a long time back. Also, notably, I noticed this at the start, but I missed it entirely. This is the Toy Cat statue. It was in the process of being built at this time, so you can see how it looks like it's just a Toy Cat suit floating with no Ocelot inside it. Kind of weird, because that used to be my skin, Toy Cat in a suit. Nowadays, it's just Ocelot being an Ocelot, which is kind of a fun thing. If we go over here, you can see the jungle temple, also only barely built, and also it looks distinctly different on this version. Like, it could just be the, you know, distance away, but you can see how from like this distance back, you pretty much can't see the detail on the cobblestone, which is maybe just maybe it's all versions and I'm just imagining it here, but it looks way more you know, like you can it looks like it turns into like smooth stone from this distance, so maybe I'm imagining that, but it's still something that I think is interesting. Then also over here, the destroyed chunk, guess what, it's not destroyed, there's just spaces here, but the pathway still does go all the way to the edge of the world, and it also goes all the way to what is a little bit of a stair house at the edge of the map, except because it's stairs and it's at the edge of the map, they kind of be the edge of the map gets raised up, like I said, so the or lowered down if it's going down sea level, so we end up with a house which is meant to be a house on my old Minecraft world, but has been turned into this. Like, it's just a mess of stairs. I mean, we can walk down these stairs if we want to, but it's still definitely just a mess of stairs. That's the only way to describe this thing, because again, the edge of the world doesn't realize what you've placed and what the world's placed, so again, it makes some errors like that one, I guess. Also, you can see what's meant to be the flat part of my map, because it says IBX on a map. There's no watermark in my maps, but because as you can see over here, because it's been raised up, it's just like, oh, something's gone more than a little bit wrong over there. So we're gonna quickly set the time to date. So go into the settings and do that. Again, I turn this with you know, permissions turned on because this is just a copy anyway. Like I don't mind going on to creative on this one. Obviously, this world was built entirely in survival. The world to this day still is entirely survival, which is wacky. By the way, giant trench going through the world, also missing. Most of the forest, which is deforested in my world, still here. It's kind of wacky when you think about just how much I've terraformed this sort of stuff. Like, you know, this place right here, I chopped down all the trees. This place over here, chopped down all the trees, replaced them with birch, made a birch forest. These things just do not exist yet because you know, this is only a year and a bit into the world, whereas now I'm 5 years into this Let's Play world. You can see how much has changed from this world to my existing one, which is kind of wacky. However, the thing I think we're all excited for, at least the thing I'm excited for, is not just the swamp that's a desert biome that looks extra weird on this version, it's actually going to see the giant sugarcane farm and stuff like that on this version. So first of all, oh, look at this, all my giant wheat farm, my giant carrot farm, my giant, all those farms, just not there. There's just a random little fenced off area, and then that's separate. The boat slide is still there, and also you can see how the flatland, this is the craziest thing, this is what the flatland used to look like. A lot of people think I got lucky with world generation. No, I had to flatten this entire thing, place dirt and, you know, grass all over it. This is how flat it was at this point. It's crazy seeing some of these projects like in their infancy, like they've been completed for so long, but here they're like, you know, in the process being done. I flattened this entire thing, and you can see how before it's like really sad and depressing, and although it's an interesting little biome, I turned this entire thing into a flatland, and I think that's kind of a fun little thing. But then the big thing I'm sure you all care about is the you know, sugarcane farm, and as you can see, it's not quite done here yet either. It's like one of the layers is done, but it's not planted, and the water's going down, but only kind of barely, and it's pretty weird to look at, honestly, because again, it's been a while since I've seen the sugarcane farm so unfinished, and seeing it on this version is just like a weird little kind of difference. However, it does look the same on this version as it does on the other one. Like, you can tell on Bedrock, like, again, you can always tell because of lighting and stuff, but like if we just like look from over here, this could be either version, just looking at that wall besides the on-screen inventory prompt. So that's something that I think is interesting, to say the least. However, the most interesting thing to me is not just all of this stuff, it's the fact that there is a little bit of a glitch found with this wall over here. So I'm not sure what I did to do this, but I found the update block in this world. So this is the, it's called tileinfo.update name. This is basically a block which is not really meant to occur, it's not found naturally. You can't even give this to yourself with commands, at least that I've been aware of. You can only find this basically when your game breaks, and as you can see, I have it in my world in several places. Like, look at that, it's over here too. Like, okay, so tile.info.update name. So yeah, even though my 2014 version of this world could transfer over, because I don't know if I've mentioned yet, but just in case you don't know, you watch this whole video, but you haven't been aware of this, my existing Let's Play world will not transfer. I don't know why. They keep releasing updates where they say it should transfer, but it doesn't. But, you know, it looks like some of the reason might be like these tile info update names. Because if this was present in 2014, with 3 more years of goofing around and making crazy stuff, maybe that's why this persists to this day. That could be the reasoning for it. I'm not entirely certain. But yeah, it's kind of wacky. Just look at this. We got the update block that we can use all of now, and it's only possible when you have these weird glitches. So I've just found myself an exclusive block in this world, and yeah, isn't that crazy that there's a glitch in my world? I don't know what I even must have done, because something about the top half. Look, you can see how it's only the top half of this block has caused some amount of issue. Oh, the bottom part of the thing's gone now. But see, like that's so weird. The bottom half of the I guess the door turned into that, and then the other half isn't. So this is okay, since we got one more of these, we can kind of waste it. We'll show you what happens. If we try to do that, the top half turns into a bottom half of the door. So we've got 2 bottom halves of the door next to each other. What even is that? I'm not certain. I just see the weirdest little thing in the world where we've got 2 separate halves of the door. If we try to play around this one, it will go away. It just vanishes. Oh, No, it turns into the update block again. But then if we do that, what? Okay, so this is the weirdest thing I've ever seen, personally. So you've got like a bomb. Okay, so wait, if we place that there and then walk through. No, this is solid. You can't get through this. So yeah, as you can see, this is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Maybe it's the weirdest thing you've ever seen. And it's one of the things that makes this world just that little bit extra special, confusing, and magical. Not only is it cool to see what it looks like in Bedrock, not only is it cool to see, you know, just how much progress I've made in the past 3 years. Like, look, this is my castle, the one I'm meant to live in, but I never actually do because I'm lazy. This thing just had a base and some walls, and then I left it alone for a while. It's crazy seeing all this stuff, you know, midway through its development and through its being built. And I guess it goes to show just how much, you know, you can change a Minecraft world in 3 years. 2014 seems like it was fairly recently, but I mean, looking at this world makes me realize that no, 2014 was a long, long, long way away. And maybe that makes me realize that 2020 is that, yeah, that's 3 years from now, or 2021 or something, is going to be even better. But that's just something that I wanted to share with you all. One of the most amazing little blasts of the past that I've experienced this week, or really this year maybe. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it. Look, there's random dirt in the... This just entire place doesn't exist anymore. This is entirely covered in dirt in my Let's Play world, and it's weird seeing that, like, oh, there's stuff under there. But yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did. You can like it if you do like it, because it helps out the channel a lot. Let us know you do like these sorts of videos. You can share it if you really liked it, and you can subscribe if you're new around here, because I make all the villagers are just chilling in the ocean over there, because... I mean, this is just weird stuff. I've never seen this before, actually. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed it, because I'll see you all in the next one. Have a nice day, everybody. Goodbye.